I'm breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in. I'm on my way, y'all. So put your shades on, this light's so bright, it's blinding. I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love. Breaking free, I'm breaking ground. I can't explain this thing I found. The clouds have moved on. I got my groove on. This pep in my steps infectious. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been shit out of luck. I've been wondering what is up with me. And then I realized it's up to me to decide. I can just be radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love.
Hey everybody, welcome. Sunday morning, I'm kind of cleaning my glasses. You kind of caught me, but welcome to the New Thought Spiritual Center Sunday celebration. Happy May. It's May, the lusty month of May, and we're here to bring you spirit, bring you music, bring you wisdom, bring you everything you need for the next hour on a Sunday morning to enhance your life, to bring your life to more and more grateful-filled fruition. And I'm Reverend Jay Willick, and I'm the Senior Minister here at the New Thought Spiritual Center. What is the New Thought Spiritual, blah, blah, blah? What is the New Thought Spiritual Center? What are we all about? Got a video for you to watch. Check out these statements of principles. That's what the New Thought Spiritual Center is all about. Now, every month, we like to highlight one of our statement of principles. And this month is vision. We're going to talk about vision actually all month. Create our vision statements. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later during my talk. But our vision statement is vibrate at the speed of the divine. And there's a great quote I have. You can't quite see it from the camera, which is a quote from Meister Eckhart, and it says, "The eye with which I see God is the same with which God sees me." That inner eye, not just these eyeball things, but the inner eye. That's what God sees through. That's how we see and experience life, as and through this power of the universe, whatever you want to call that power. I love that we're going to talk about vision all month, but I'll get to that during our talk. I want to remind you that you are an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto yourself everything that you desire. I usually say that right when we start at the beginning, but I was all kerflumped with my glasses being dirty. But it's something great to remember, something we should tell ourselves every day, if not just once a week when we begin our Sunday celebration broadcast. You, I, all of us are an irresistible magnet with the power, the universal creative power to attract unto ourselves everything that you desire. It's in our belief system. It's in our perspective of life, how life works. It's in our thoughts and feelings. It's in our imagination and the wisdom that we learn from and use in our life. That's how we attract into our lives everything that we desire. Let's step into our sacred space this morning. We're going to do a guided meditation. And this morning, instead of me guiding you through it all, we're going to do it through through song. We do that every once in a while for those of you who join us now and again. And this morning, we're going to do it through a great song called We Are One. And we'll get to that in a second, and I'll describe it to you in a moment. But first, let's center ourselves. Let's ground ourselves. Let's get ourselves into that sacred space. You know, a sacred space can be created anywhere, anytime, not while driving, probably, although you can, but don't close your eyes while you're doing it. You don't need, although if you love making them, then have at it. You don't need an altar of any kind, a special place, special music, special time of day. You don't need any of that unless you desire that, unless that enhances the experience for you. All you need to create a sacred space is yourself, is your consciousness, your mind. Yes, your brain and your heart and your gut, but your mind, that greaterness of you, that highest level of you. So if you're standing, if you're doing anything in the kitchen or the various things people do while they're listening to the broadcast or watching the broadcast, stop for a moment. Have a seat somewhere. Or if you want to stand and lean against the counter, that's okay too, but let's make sure our feet are solid on the ground, that we are connecting to the Mother Gaia, to this planet that we are so fortunate to be upon, to be living in. And you might want to put your palms open like this. It's just an indication to your body and to your mind that you are open and aware and ready. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes or put them at a soft focus. Later on, you may want to open your eyes or keep them closed, depending on whether you want to watch the video of the guided meditation this morning or listen to it. And we're going to take a few deep breaths, and then we're going to invite in the energies that support us through the universe, through this planet. So we're going to take a slow breath in through our nose, then we're going to hold it a few seconds, then we're going to release it through our mouths. Okay? So with eyes closed or at a soft focus, let's take a deep breath. Hold it, 3, 2, 1, and let it out slowly through your mouth. Let us repeat that together. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. One more time together. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Make a noise. Go ahead and let your breath become a little more normal. Allow the sounds around you. I'm not playing music on purpose at this moment, but allow the sounds around you to become your music. Maybe there is no sounds. Maybe it's just white noise in my voice. Allow that energy from the Mother Gaia. Feel from the base of your spine a grounding cord or a rope, or imagine anything you would like. One of those spiral lollipops dropping to the center of the earth. Connecting your energy to the energy of this planet. And so too, allowing from the bottom of your feet to attract this energy, to bring it forth into your body, up your legs, and connecting with the base of the spine where that grounding cord just allows it to return to the planet. So then in a reciprocal way, we are feeding and being fed by the Mother Gaia, by this beautiful earth. And then at the same time, allow from above and around us, of course, the energy of the universe, the cosmos, to come down upon the top of our heads like the rays of the sun on a beautiful morning. And allow this energy to penetrate into our bodies, this sunshine, this ray of wisdom and love and guidance and peace. Fall down upon us like a waterfall, down our arms, out our fingers, down our face, past our neck, glowing and illuminating our heart, and slowly making its way in this beautiful golden light to the base of our spine where it connects with the Mother Gaia, so that we vibrate at the speed of the divine, right here and right now. Take a deep breath and enjoy this song from Sam Garrett live at the Shanti called We Are One. Listen or watch this.
Give thanks for life. Hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, hey ya. Hey ya, oh. Hey ya, hey ya. Well, you are so beautiful, you are complete. You are the beggar you meet on the streets. You are divine and you are inclined to be. Oh, I pray to God that we will be free. 'Cause I want you to run, feel the grass on your feet. I want you to share love with all you meet. 'Cause we are one race, we are one family. And when you find your soul, there's no room for greed. So come, mothers, come, fathers. Come, sisters, come, brothers. are one. Yes, we are. Yes, we are one. Yes, we are. Well, nothing could happen without Jaja's doing. So we should find out what we are pursuing. Do you want money and fame or a piece of the game, or are we ready to see and go beyond our beliefs? 'Cause it's a time of hurt and a time of war. But how many of us really know what it's all for? Can't you see money is blind? You're God in a disguise. We must surrender to life. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Come, mothers, come, fathers. Come, my sisters and my brothers. And as I come the whole world, see what you learn now. Because all I want to say is have a nice day to you. So let this light come and shine upon us all. I know now where I'm going, and yes, I'll take you all along. Till I'm smiling in my eyes, and I'll sing praises in my soul. From child rivers and the mountains, we are one and one for all. So no, 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 child. Don't you know, no, no, no. Don't you know, no, no, no. Yes, we are who we are. 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 We are one, we're brothers and sisters, I know. We are one, we come from the same mother, yeah. We are one, Maya, home, Maya, home, Maya. We are one, Maya, home, Maya, home. Well, I know Jaja knows, yes he does, don't you know? Don't you know that we are one? Yes, we are. Yeah.
Beautiful song. Take a deep breath. We are one. We are one with all. We are one with the universe. We are one with God right here and now. And in this oneness, let us touch our fingers, wiggle our toes, slowly open our eyes if they were closed. Come back to this room, to this moment, being one. That was Sam Garrett singing live at the Shanti. The Shanti is a retreat center in Portugal. Isn't that beautiful? I haven't been to Portugal, but what a beautiful place that looks like. And they have all kinds of retreats. I was looking it up. They have all kinds of retreats every month, some in English, some in French, some in German. Seems like a beautiful, beautiful place to go do some yoga, some kirtans and medicine songs and all kinds of great things. There in Portugal, the Shanti space. Well, this week's Affirmative Incantation has been written, and I brought you a new one for this week. And want to mention that my book, The Affirmation Revolution, is full of these weekly affirmative incantations so that you too can change your perspective on life and thus eventually, through your thoughts and feelings and beliefs, change your experience. I want to remind you that these are designed to be said and embodied twice a day. Once in the morning, first thing is to say this, to embody this. It takes a few minutes, 5 minutes tops, to take a moment and bring these words into your heart and your mind and your brain and your body, in your consciousness. And then right before you go to sleep, this is the last thing that you think about, that you bring into your mind, this affirmative incantation, to allow overnight your whole beingness to embody these words, these ideas, so that it will indeed, after a week, change your perspective. It may happen quicker, but every week we have a new one. So you say this, the same one, every week. So here is our affirmative incantation for this week. Give me a second. I have to push some few buttons. Oh, there it is. Okay. Fabulous. Here it is. Take a deep breath again with me. Open ourselves, be aware, and allow this to become a part of us. I see my worth. I feel my lovableness. I taste my success. I smell the sweetness of life. I hear my worth, and I experience it now. What others think of me is none of my business. I am aligned with the light of the universe, illuminating my day with bold and brave wisdom. Bold and brave wisdom. We're going to allow that all week to be a part of us. We're going to wake up in the morning, and that's what we're going to know about life, about today, and about tomorrow. We're going to go right before we go to sleep. We're going to embody this once again. And as our mind and our bodies refresh and reboot during this glorious sleep, that is the thought. Those are the ideas that go into our subconscious, that change our habits, upgrade our habits to know how bold and brave and wise we are. Join me in doing that this week. I have a song for you from a group called Evermore. This is a great, great song called Light Surrounding You. And listen to the lyrics. It's kind of a love song as well, but listen to the lyrics and it'll lead you into what we're talking about this morning. Evermore, in Light Surrounding You. Watch.
I see you by the water, your toes dipped in the sand. I thought that it was over, I thought you'd understand, but the feeling is returning. The time has made us change, and I understand if you don't wanna talk to me about it tonight. I see the light surrounding you, so don't something new. Time was overtaking me, and I guess I was confused. They were all inviting me, but I wish I had refused. 'Cause I've been there before, and I've seen it all, and I believe in you. And if you never had my heart, I would have never called you back at the start that night. So I want you to know that I see the light surrounding you. So don't be afraid of something new, 'cause I see the light surrounding you. So don't be afraid of what you're turning into. Surrounding you. So don't be afraid of something new, 'cause I see the light surrounding you. So don't be afraid of what you're turning into. No, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. 'Cause I see the light. 'Cause I see the light. 'Cause I see the light surrounding you.
See the Light Surrounding You by Evermore. Great song. Haven't heard this band. I'm going to hear a lot more of them. I'm going to listen to a lot more of them. Maybe we'll hear a lot more of them. So this morning, I want to talk about vision. My talk title is The Most Important Aspect of Your Life. We spent April discovering our purpose. Some kept it simple and similar to the NewThought-SpiritualCenter purpose, which is reveal the divinity within. And some made up their own or combined it with NTSC's. And I, like most, have to remind myself of that purpose because sometimes I myself edge God out of my life, get too involved with that ego stuff. I find myself drowning in old stories of lack and old paradigms of limitations and old lies of a finite universe. And when I'm questioning what I deserve, I got to go back. I got to go back and look at my purpose. I keep it up by my desktop, what my purpose statement is. For me, getting back to it is a deepening of my spiritual practice. That's what releases the junk that I've allowed to show up in my life, that I've allowed to take over my life for a moment or two. And when I deepen my spiritual practice, it returns to me to that idea, to that beingness of revealing the divinity that is within me and understanding once again what my power is, and relishing once again in the light that is mine, and bringing back the succulence of life into my perspective, my thoughts, my beliefs, my feelings, and then, of course, inevitably, into my experiences. All this purpose and purposeful work leads to me then realigning myself with my vision statement, or this vision statement. Now, a vision statement is a written document that is based on evidence or a strong belief of what it is you have decided to be. It's a guide, an aspiration, an ultimate becoming. You may aspire at first, but then you become it. Now, it may start in an imagination, in your gut, in your mind, but eventually it shows up in your experiences, because that changes your perspective, your vision, realigning with your vision, aligning with your vision. It grounds you, it centers you, and then it shows up in your experience. Remember, it ain't going to happen out there if it isn't happening here, in your heart, mind, and gut, in your divine matrix. Now, this vision statement is actually the short version. The full vision statement of the New Thought Spiritual Center is to celebrate, that's what we're doing, is to vibrate at the speed of the divine, which is a celebration, to vibrate at the speed of the divine with love always being the answer, and optimizing our greatest self by being a clear and luminous and dynamic force for good. And good is with a capital G. Now, what do I mean by the speed of the divine? Well, it's a velocity that removes delay. It's a momentum that minimizes fear. It's a pace, a consciousness pace, where the unknown is not scary, but invigorating as it eventually becomes known. It is where the wonderment of life is exceeded, the boldness in life is accelerated, and the bravery around life is quickened. It is done with a knowing, a faith, a perspective, a belief, an act of beingness. That's what happens when you connect with your vision statement. It's consciously and intentionally connecting with the source of all life, the source of each and every one of our lives. Now, as I said, the G in good was a capital G. So what do I mean by good with a capital G? Well, the movement of New Thought is often described as one that promotes the ideas that infinite intelligence is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means is found everywhere. So infinite intelligence is everywhere. Divine intelligence is everywhere. Whatever you want to call it, it's everywhere. That spirit is the totality of all creation. That true human selfhood is divine. Like our purpose statement, we reveal the divinity that is within us. That the divine thought, the thought that comes through the divine, is a force for good, that all experiences, no matter what they are healing, transformative, maybe even transcendent, and works for us through us, if we allow it. Yes, even the negative experiences. And how do we optimize our greatest self? By being a clear, luminous, and dynamic force for good. Remember, that was the final sentence in the long version of our vision statement. By optimizing our greatest self by being a clear, luminous, and dynamic force for good. Well, that's all about clarity and specificity of purpose. when you are clear and specific on your purpose and in your vision statement, that's an optimization tool for you. When you're vibrating at the speed of the divine, you find yourself and life around you becoming more luminous, becoming more full of life, becoming more present and aware and awakening. And you find yourself taking bold and present action right now as a dynamic force, because that's what you are. You're a dynamic force in your life. Nobody else is for you. Oh, you may feel that they inspire you or motivate you, but you are the only dynamic force in your life. Nobody's going to show up to save you. Only you are. Only you can do the healing. Somebody may give you tools or give you advice, but only you are the dynamic force that creates the healing. If it betters your life and harms no other, and its prosperity is shared in consciousness, if not in form, we share the prosperity of life. We share that which enlightens us. We share it by living it. Then it is good with a capital G. You know, when living at the speed of the divine, we don't have to wonder what we may be, because we're already on the path of that being. We don't have to know how it's going to be, actually, because we are in the know that the law, that the universe does the how, and thus can take confident and bold action, each one of us. We can take confident and bold action because we allow that inspiration from the gut, that wisdom from the universe to inspire us, motivate us, guide us to the proper action to take. And that allows the universe to figure out all the hows, put all the, cross the T's and dot the I's, and bring who needs to be brought into our vicinity, the ideas that need to be brought into our brain, the people that need to be brought into our lives. That is the how that the universe works with. And you'll see, if you pay attention and stay awake and aware of the red flags from the universe, of who and what to stay away from, as well as the green flags to bring those ideas and people into your life. So, vibrate at the speed of the divine. That could be your vision too. Just like last month when we were talking about the NTSC, purpose could be your purpose too. There's nothing wrong with that, or some similar wording of it. I want to read you some vision statements from well-known companies. And I want to take a second. Here we go. And I'm going to show you a few of them right here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Let it roll in. Oh, maybe it's not rolling in. Well, it was just an illustration. I just wanted to show it. So if it doesn't want to play, that's okay. We can live without it. Anyway, this was Amazon's vision statement to be the world's most customer-centric company. Walmart. Oh, there we go. Walmart is working. There's Walmart's to become the worldwide leader of all retailing. Next is Nike's. Nike. Very dramatic. Nike is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. So I ask you, do you believe that these companies are accomplishing their visions, or at least staying aligned with them? I have a few opinions about that, but we're not going to dig into that one um, quite today. Oh, one more I want to show you of a company. And let me get back to that slide. How about this one? Google's vision is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So, universally accessible and useful to you, and of course, anyone who's willing to pay for the information about what you've been searching for. You ever had that where you're searching for, I don't know, a pair of shoes or something, a car or a book or something, and all of a sudden you get advertisements for that? Because Google is not only giving you information, but it is taking information. So is it following its vision to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful? Even towns, I read this vision statement from a town. It was called Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And their vision is to be a friendly, culturally diverse, and economically vibrant community that embraces the arts and humanities and that preserves the best of small town life on the lakeshore, including health, long life, beauty, comfort, and safety. Doesn't that sound like a great vision for a place to live? So how about you? Have you written your personal vision statement? Research by psychologist Gail Matthews found that people who wrote down their goals, which can transfer into a vision statement, succeeded 33% more often than people who only thought about them. Thinking about them is kind of only thinking about them and not taking the time to write them out, write them down, type them into a document is kind of a procrastination, kind of slows you down. Whereas doing it brings 1/3 more of the power than you thought you had to bring those goals into fruition. So a personal statement. So a personal statement are these 4 things. And here we go. A mental contract and strategy for getting the results you want in life. A mental contract and strategy for getting the results you want in life. Next, a consciousness map that shows you the path to the summit of your dreams, declarations, revelations, and desires. A vision statement is also a story only you can tell about the impact you will have and the mark you will leave on the world. And fourthly, did I miss the 4th one? Your ultimate guide for saying yes or no in a universe of infinite opportunities. Your vision statement becomes your ultimate guide of whether you're going to say yes to this opportunity or no to something that shows up in your life. Now, though we're going to go through different aspects on how to declare a personal vision statement all month, here are some things to think about when you do so. Okay? Here's the first one. First, we want to focus on what you have decided you are declaring for your future, starting today. It starts right now. Whatever you're writing, it starts right now. Focus on what you've decided you're declaring. Does it complement what you are passionate about, what your life plan is? Is it relevant to what you believe? Does it include your personal strength or maybe emulate characteristics you value in others? Now, naming 3 is nice. The magic number of 3, great in comedy, but also great in examples. So find 3 of these characteristics that are in you or that you emulate in others and have decided to put into your life. Now, does it include the best uses of your life energy? What are the best uses of your life energy? You are an individualization of the power of the universe, of the creation power, that Big Bang power. You are unique. What are your unique uses of your life? And you got to base that on your inner compass and your values, what you have decided to use your strengths to bring to the world, to the universe. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s could be a world where people are judged by the content of their character rather than the color of their skin. That's what his vision statement could be. I don't know if it is, but it's an example of one of the most important things that he worked his entire life on. Number 2, fill it with purpose. Now, we want to match our vision statement with our purpose statement. We want to imagine, as we're going through the process of creating a vision statement, the legacy that comes from our purpose in life and our goals in life and the actions we're going to take in life. And make sure that this vision statement includes your core values and ethics. A little bit like I said in number 1. Maya Angelou has actually written out and published her vision statement, and that is to do more than survive, but to grow and live with passion while meeting life with compassion. Isn't that beautiful? Of course, it's Maya Angelou. To do more than survive, but to grow and live with passion while meeting life with compassion, humor, and style. And she did that so well. Okay, number 3. Make it challenging enough and also full of reward. Okay? So we want to make our vision statement challenging. We want to inspire us and motivate us to do more and show our greatness in life, but also that it's full of reward for ourselves. You know, we might sweat a little on the way, but making note of the impact it will have on you as an individual, on me as an individual, as well as the world or the universe is very important. This is something that should be deeply fulfilling our vision statement, and that inspires you and maybe others to be bold and brave in your statement. It may make a few jaws drop if others know about it, but it's not really something that you need to share with others, what your vision statement is. Anyway, it's something for you personally. If you share it, you share it, but it's not necessary, for sure. And here's a nice one for this idea. Someone's vision statement: showing women politicians around the world how to command the respect of their male counterparts and occupy a serious space in the political arena. That sounds like some thought leader who's out there motivating and inspiring wisdom to women politicians. That's very strong. That's great. Okay, 4, it's should pop up there in a second, is to be clear and concise. Remember, keep this vision statement simple and not too wordy. That's what's best. The examples I'm giving you, and even the full version of our vision statement, it's simple and not too wordy. And it may include your goals, your vision statement, the goals of your career, the goals of your family, the goals of your faith. Like this one, it says, a world that makes taking care of the homeless a serious concern. That's a beautiful and simple vision statement of somebody who's an activist for the homeless. And you can write one for you as a parent. May have a vision statement as a parent to bring love and kindness and respect and wisdom to your children. Okay, number 5, maybe have a timeline in mind. I don't know if that's totally necessary, but I read a lot, and I didn't want to just have my ideas of a vision statement. So I went through various places to look at their ideas of how to build a vision statement, and several of them talked about a timeline. Now, a timeline can help reach the finish line, and I know when we're dealing with things we want to manifest, we usually put a bit of at least a general timeline in that. But a timeline can help you in that you don't want to give yourself any reason to put your vision off, because you want to start it right now. And this is not like a specific date. I went by, May 2nd, 2022 to ABCD. It's just a timeline where you can see you have made a certain amount of progress, where you can check into your vision statement here and there and make sure that you are open, aware, and awakened to the ideas that come to you based on the vision statement that you have written for yourself. Now, number 6, after you've done all this work, you want to examine your notes to see what jumps out as most important, because as you're making this big, long list, that's great. That's wonderful. But then as we step into creating step 5, which is to, make it short and sweet and clear, we want to examine our notes. We want to see what jumps out as most important. And then, of course, after that, we want to compose a paragraph that summarizes our priorities. That summarizes your priorities in life, your vision of what your life is to be starting now. Here's one that does that. Like I was speaking to before about parenthood. Here's what one parent wrote. My vital role in the lives of my children automatically means that I have a great purpose in life. Instead of dreaming about the world seeing my value, I strive every day to be the hero of my family. My job as a parent is to mindfully raise my children in an environment of acceptance, love, and affirmation. I'm sure we all would love a parent like that. So this month, let's study the most important aspects of our life and what we want to do and have to transcend them into every day, no matter what's going on, out there or even in here. Let us know that we can transcend that by having a strong and clear vision statement that we can go back to and remind ourselves of when sometimes we allow the chaos of life to overwhelm us. Today marks the end of Ramadan for 2022. Ramadan is the most sacred month of the year for those of the Muslim faith. And the actual dates celebrated, you might notice, differ from year to year, and that's because the holiday, the celebration, is based on the lunar calendar, much like the Jewish holidays. The Prophet Muhammad reportedly said that when the month of Ramadan starts, the gates of heaven are opened, and the gates of hell are closed, and the devils are chained. Creating and keeping your purpose and vision statements will also do just that. As you reveal the divinity within and vibrate all your love, peace, gratitude, and action at the speed of the divine, you too will open the gates of the heaven within. That heavenly consciousness that is within you. And you'll close off all the gates of hell around you or from your past that might still be floating around somewhere in your sub or unconscious. During the entire month of Ramadan, Muslims fast, you may know or not know, every day from dawn to sunset. They fast during the day. And it's meant to be a time of spiritual discipline, of deep contemplation of one's relationship with God, with the living, eternal, omniscient and omnipotent power of creation. It's a time of extra prayer, you might say, increased charity and generosity, and an intense study of the Quran. Tomorrow is Eid al-Fitr, or the festival of the breaking of the fast. And at that time, children are traditionally receiving new clothes and money or gifts from their parents, relatives, and friends, sort of like Christmas and Hanukkah again. And there'll be special prayers and sermons tomorrow morning, and followed by a community celebration in some park or large hall with food and games. And just sounds like a beautiful, beautiful time. And I want to make sure and wish our Muslim friends Eid Mubarak, a blessed holiday, and that they had a beautiful month of sacred prayer and deepening of their vision of life. And to all of us, I want to wish a clear, loving experience of beginning or maybe upgrading the vision statement that you have or are about to have. All this month, we're going to talk about vision statements. We're going to talk about your vision, my vision, visions of the earth, of our time. So I wish to you a clear and loving experience of creating that vision statement, of stepping back into that vision statement as we continue on our journey and our adventure together in communing with our greatness. Thank you so much. Namaste. Let us place our hands on our hearts and together declare our love offering blessing. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you for your blessed love offerings. Hey, we're on social media. This is where. Find us. Oh, you caught me reading my book. Yes, I have a book. Just came out on Amazon. You can see where right now. You're going to start seeing that everywhere. I got people on Pinterest and people in various Facebook book clubs asking me for information, and you'll see it all over the place. Buy it. It's the Affirmation Revolution. Change your perspective on life. You're going to change your experience in life. As you can see, crawling under us are production credits, and I want to give thanks to, of course, Steve Apperson for directing and producing our show, our broadcast, a really big shoe, our broadcast this morning. And, of course, thank you for joining us. Before I go into our final spiritual mind treatment this morning, I want to tell you that the closing song that will pop up after we complete our prayer this morning is Peter Townsend's I Can See for Miles, but this performance by Jacob Reese Thornton, Tony Franklin, and Logan Ellis. It's a great version of I Can See for Miles. And that's what your vision statement does for you. So let us close with a spiritual mind treatment. Close your eyes if you so desire. Keep them at a soft focus or make them open as wide as you can. It's your choice. But take a deep breath with me as we go into this affirmative prayer, knowing that there is one power. You can call that power whatever you want. This divine intelligence, this divine love permeates through us, creates us, is part of us, each and every one of us right here, right now, and forevermore. We are that divine power. Individualized, personalized. And we take that divine love and share it with the world through us, as us, and that which is for us, this power, this presence. And in so, we create a vision of our world, a vision of our community, a vision of our life in this world, in this community, where we can see for miles and miles and miles what it is we shall accomplish in this life. Or maybe just this decade. Or maybe just during this time in college or school or in the city we live in. We have a vision for our life, a vision of our faith, a vision of our family, a vision of our career, a vision of our health. And it is a vision that affirms the power and presence that is within us. It affirms our individual talents. It affirms the optimizing tools we all have within, ready, always at the ready, to bring forth into our lives that which we have declared to have. I know this for everyone. As we enter this month of May, this month of vision, I envision for each and every one of us beauty, health, power, presence, light, love, kindness, affluence, and the very meaning of the divine that is within us now. And so I release this word into a universe that says yes. As together we say, and so it is. Amen, Omen, Hallelujah, Ashanti, Shanti, Shanti. Have a most fabulous week. Start thinking about that vision statement. We'll see you next Sunday morning, May 8th. Have a great, great, beautiful week. Thank you so much. Namaste.
gonna do, you don't lose that smile, because all the while